mix, the problem with iron is it had all kinds of impurities and slag in it. If they lined up just right, it could break fairly easily. So even though iron itself is bendable, if you had the impurities that lined up like perforations in a piece of toilet paper, it would break. And so they devised a way where they could mix it like taffy. They bend it and fold it over and fold it over and fold it over to mix up all the impurities so the chance of them lining up was less likely. And it created these beautiful patterns called pattern welding. You see this in late Roman times and the Middle Ages. So you see layers of iron that have been forged together, and then that bar has been twisted. And then when you grind through the twist in each of the layers, you can see the taffy-like look to it. And so oftentimes when you're dealing with Viking swords, by the time you get to the Middle Ages, you can see the core is made out of these twisted rods, and they save the really nice steel for the edges. By this time, they've maybe not learned how to make it, but they have learned how to recognize when it happens, when you get about a 1% carbon content in the iron, either from the charcoal or from things that are mixed in. And that carbon is what creates steel, carbon steel, which is very, very flexible and sharp. So you have both qualities. So we move into the steel age. All right? We're talking about metal artifacts. Metal was used for decoration. This is a panel. You see the holes there where they put rivets to hold, like nails, to hold the panel onto the wall. So they would use iron for decoration. Iron and bronze were used for plates, decoration, of course, for jewelry. Here's some golden bracelets from King Tut's tomb. Snake bracelets or armlets are very popular in the ancient world, out of gold. Incense burners, the altars where they burn incense, in this case made out of iron. The bells around the edges are in the shape of what? Do you recognize? Pomegranates. Pomegranates in the ancient world were associated with fertility or profundity. Any guess why? Why a pomegranate? Yeah, if you've ever eaten a pomegranate, you know exactly why. Because when you cut into them, it's all seeds. It's just a big pack of seeds, and you eat the seeds in a pomegranate. And so you can see why if it's packed full of seeds, it would be associated with fertility. And so this was probably the incense altar to some kind of fertility god or goddess based upon the pomegranates. See what I'm talking about? It's just all seeds. This is a metal helmet. It's only about 4 inches in diameter, though, so it's either a really tiny person or more likely it was a helmet for an idol of some kind. So they had like little Barbie dolls and you could dress them. They were idols. We know it was a god because of the horns. When you find the horns, it's a god. Gladiatorial helmets. Iron was used for lamps. It's a Roman lamp. You notice these Roman lamps have stands that hold the lamp. When you're reading in Revelations, when it talks about lamps that set upon their stands, this is the artifact it's speaking about. There's a lamp, there's a stand.